Good evening, good evening. Happy Wednesday. It is Winning Wisdom Wednesday. I need to fix my hair. It's been one of those days, guys. But mom bossing for you, right? Just hop off one meeting into another meeting. Hi, if you're joining me, make sure you like, subscribe, share. And if you're joining me live, make sure you put hashtag brand savvy so I can know that you were on, whether you're watching your live or watching the replay. Put hashtag brand savvy. You don't have to be live to put a replay. Just put hashtag brand savvy. And if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe. Why haven't you joined our channel yet? I have so much things coming up today. So let's get started. Okay. So let me put this music down so you can hear my voice. All right, guys. Welcome. I was trying to get on Facebook, so I'm able to see the live on there because usually it said some platforms do not get my message. So I want to make sure that if you can see me, put hashtag brand savvy in the chat. If you're watching the replay, still put hashtag brand savvy because I know you are brand savvy. I'm Coach Marlene Paul. I help women who are fighting for their life in business get more productive, become more visible, and take their brand to the next level. And guess what? We are elevating all of that with AI, right? We're using AI to elevate our brand in this year 2024, right? Okay, so today I was coming on to share my wins and wisdom. I am trying not to stay on too long, maximum time, 30 minutes. If you're coming on and you've watched the past Wednesday's wins and wisdom, I also want to hear your wins. I also want to hear your wisdom that you are on. Oh, someone asked me, am I live right now? I am live right now. Let's see if I can share to make sure that everybody can see the live. Oh my God. Someone just texted me that they can't see the live. Can y'all see me? I want to make sure that I am on because it said I'm live. If not, I'm going to have to come back on. Yeah, I'm live. Let me share this live to make sure that those who are looking for me can find me. So let us get this started. Oh my God. Let's see. Facebook is so funny. You schedule those things thinking that everybody in your organization will be able to find you. And what happened? These algorithms want to play funny with you, and you're going to have to share it individually to your platform. So let us get this started. So hopefully those who are in my email who said they got it. So let me know. Once you get on, put hashtag brand. Let me give you a couple minutes. I was rushing in there. I'll give people one more minute to join. But as you're coming on, make sure you put hashtag brand savvy so I'm able to find you. I think next month what we're going to be doing is this live will be solely on YouTube. I think it's easier to have it only on YouTube because you can multitask while you're watching if you want to watch and listen live on YouTube. So I'm debating. I like having on Facebook because then you have multiple platforms it's on, but majority of it resides on YouTube because it's easier to find it on the channel. So I don't know. Yeah. So let's get started in there. I am live. I'm going to say, I am live. I want to hear you. So let's put this on. I'm going to share this link with my person who's there who said he can't find it. And we're going to get started. So I need to make sure I'm on this link too, because for some reason, when I'm on this link, if you're putting hashtag brand savvy, I cannot see your comments. So I'm looking on right here, making sure those who are on my Facebook, make sure you put that on there so I can give you a shout out, so I can celebrate you. All right. So this week, I don't know why it said it's not available. That is so weird. I am on right now. Let's see. I'll probably go and get the YouTube link. Let's get the YouTube, because for some reason they're saying that it's not available. And I want to make sure that if you are on, let's see, let's try it. I'm going to go on YouTube. You all might hear a couple of back channel. Let me go to my channel and make sure that that live video is being shown. Okay, it is being shown. So I'm just going to probably just share this one on that. So you can just go on, just go. I don't know why it's not available. Let's do that. So it might be I don't know why it's doing that. So just go on YouTube. Just go on YouTube. We're on here. I see it on Facebook and it says YouTube. Just go on YouTube. Okay. So I'll share the YouTube link on the group post. If you can't see it, it's on here also. You can watch on YouTube. I think YouTube is better because on YouTube, watch on YouTube. Because I am able to see the comments if you're on YouTube. So that is one thing I am able to see. So I see it's live on my platform, but I don't know if people who are not following me, if they can't see me. So I want to make sure that those who want to connect can see me, right? All right. Okay, so let's get started. Let's get started, because that could be part of the reason why I don't have people on here too, but we'll see. We will see. I'm not worried about having people or not. Today, I am wanting to share the wisdom. I'm not worried about having people or not. Today, okay, so that's the echo. All right, so if you're watching, and you know, every Wednesday this month, I've been coming on sharing the wisdom and my wins for the month. And it's a way to remind me of what I've done in the past week. It's a way of reminding me of what I've learned in the past week, like a reflection point for me. And I prefer to do it midpoint, because I don't know if you ever have that hump. When you have that hump over that you know how to say the midweek hump, you want to like give up. Like, oh, it's hump day, or you know, almost the weekend, but this might be a time to take a pause and celebrate, and just think about what's going on. So you can say, okay, this is what I've done so far in the past week since last Wednesday. I have 2 more days to make more happen and get that win that I need for that week. Because we have that Monday to Friday work week if you work Monday to Fridays. But if you're a boss, you're always working every week. But I like to come on Wednesdays and share my wins. So, and since I last talked to you, I started doing a 5-day devotional, where it was very short devotional, basically on embracing the change. 5 behaviors that leaders who embrace change exhibit or do. And that, I had a couple people with me through, and I think yesterday was the last day of that 5-day devotional. And I just like being able to not only connect my work vision with my wellness vision, and find where I'm able to connect those two, because as an entrepreneur, sometimes it's really hard, and it's that center part of what a divine need that keeps you focused in all that you're doing. So and I need to make sure that YouTube, I'm able to see YouTube also too, because I don't see my YouTube. So let's see that. So yeah, so let's get into my wisdom. If you can see me, let me know you can see me. I don't know if it's because I'm using a different platform, that I'm trying to use a different tab, if that's what's causing the issue. But if you're on, hey, welcome to the channel on YouTube, if you're on YouTube. But I'm sharing my win. Oh my goodness, let me turn this off right here. Sorry. I am trying to go to my switch channels and go to ECS and have you I want to make sure that those who are on that channel, they can see me. So if you can see me, just put hashtag brand savvy so I can know that you can see me. That's it. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. All right. Okay, let's get started in today's session. Let's get started. I'm going to put hi to make sure I can see where it's posting to, because that will let me know where. Okay, YouTube is on. Facebook is on. It's just other platform is not on. I think I waste enough time doing that too. All right, so let's get started on that. So what I have done so far, and I'm probably going to have my my interns coming to do that. One of my major wins since we last talked is that we had interviewed some interns, we've secured the interns, and we fully onboarded our interns last Friday. Monday was their first day of meet and greet. Tuesday, I had a training with them. Today, we had a little break. So if I had office hours, if they want to hop in and have any questions, they can. Tomorrow, I have a thing. I'm going to reach out to a couple of them via message to see how they're doing, if they want to hop on. But it's more relaxed day. And on Friday, we have a training. So the first week, I don't make it so heavy because because my trainings are usually heavy and they have to catch up. So I give them time to digest what I share, so they're able to come back and share some information, share if they have any questions on that. So Friday, we're going to have a training. I usually incorporate any of the resource tools that we're using. They are able to have that training. So one thing I'm excited about this, having intern, I think we have right now 4 interns. Tomorrow, check our social media because we're going to be showcasing our interns tomorrow. And yeah, so they are wonderful and I'm so excited to have them. I also had an opportunity to speak to a potential resource partner to get summer interns that are already curated for me, and they're able to work for us, and we're able to train and mentor them, and they are able to get the skills they need. So they pay them to come and work for me. And if you're, and I'm thinking they're looking for more partners, but these are for people. You need to be able to for this program is more high school students. So it's just a summer internship for high school students 16 and up, and they provide them with the laptops, location, and all the resources they need to be able to come and work for you. And they pay them to work for you. They get paid really good too for the summer, but they work for you and you get to train them. So being able to handle interns is like making sure you have a curriculum for them. And we have a whole process of how we get our intern onboarded. This round of onboarding of our intern was so much more smoother. It was by trial and error. And I'm debating if I want to teach a class on that, because my focus right now is showing you how to elevate your brand and elevate your business with AI. Although the way I did that is I use AI to help me streamline and fine tune the process. So maybe that might be a topic that we talk about. So I am trying to figure out if this is a topic that you were interested in learning about, of how to get your intern, how to use AI to fine tune your process on how to get your intern. Let me know, and I will think about it. We'll see how that goes. Y'all can convince me. I probably will need some comments that's rolling on here several times to do that on there. So we will see. So another win I have is that this past week I was in another group I'm part of several communities. And one of the communities were talking about what their goals were for the year and what their pillars are, what they're focusing on. And I had the opportunity to be the authority in the room on, because one of their goals is to get how to, to advocate for government contracting. And I was like, okay, well, I know a little bit. I know about not a little bit. I know about it. For the past 2 years, I've been working towards that direction. And I told them government contracting is not a get rich quick avenue. It's a process, but a lucrative process once you get into that system. So I had the opportunity to be able to speak on my experience in the government contracting arena and be able to bring alongside people in my community, in my inner circle, as expert, because I have people in my community that have one contract that has secured a lot of contracts, and in the process for government contracting is not just by just getting the RFP. That's the final stage, but I'm able to teach on getting your SAM registration, getting your certification, because I have my certification. My whole thing for myself is I do not teach what I haven't done. So getting your SAM's registration, getting your business foundation set up correctly, getting your certifications, how to network, because government contracting is about networking, is about building relationships. So as a business owners, yes, the government buys everything. You just need to have a strategy out there, and you need to focus on that strategy and make sure you implement that strategy and follow along with that too. So yeah, so that was a really great opportunity. So I'm going to make sure that I know that they are looking for someone, make sure I cultivate that relationship so I'm able to open doors in that arena, because I can share what I know to my level and then bring in other expert in my field to speak on what they know. So, using productivity tools are my go-to. I can flip Canva inside and out. I can flip Wix inside and out. I can find all these Google Workspace. I can show them you how to leverage that space for you to be able to effectively secure your business, right? And even that is a whole nother rabbit hole. And when it comes to AI, oh my God, the things I could tell you about how you can leverage AI for your business. But this is not what we came in here for today. We came in here to celebrate our wins and wisdom. So my other win was I was able to host on Friday a vision board session. I think I told you about this, but it went this vision board session workshop that I hosted at Florida Memorial University went really well. Just being able to go back again and speak in public and be able to teach and answer questions. I've been behind the screen, talking behind the screen here on the computer. It's a little bit easier for me now because I'm just looking at myself. Although when I see the little eyes, I'm like, oh my God, little eyes are looking back at me. And you watch the replay and you make a comment, and that's okay. But talking in person where you have people live in center, that usually scares me because when I get nervous, I don't know if you notice, maybe you do. When I get nervous, I speak a little faster. My mind go faster trying to get out there, and I have to teach myself, I need to slow down, right? I need to slow down. And I'm training myself to learn to slow down when I am talking. Another one that I did not write down yet is that, I'm saying I'm a lot. Because I transitioned out of, last time I talked to you guys, I transitioned out of working for the NASDAQ as a program facilitator and into a different role. Right now I accepted the position as the co-chair of the business development group for Broward Chamber of Commerce. I am so excited about that. So I'm celebrating about that. I'm celebrating that win and just waiting for further instruction. My other win is that I added a service last month, like a couple weeks ago, for my branding clients, where I'm able to do website development for them. and I was able to sell one of those website development package, one of my highest one. So I was able to make I'm able to use my skills in creating a website for someone that I know their brand, because I have to go. If I'm going to work on your stuff, I need to know your brand so I can make sure that is aligned with you, so it can work. So you're able to get the effect that you're looking for, and just being able to have one of my current branding client add another service to them where I'm able to truly look at their back-end process, migrate everything for them on the Wix platform, and work on boosting their SEO, boosting their metadata, and have them do their logos, and be able to work with me one-on-one for the next 6 weeks, right? So I'm able to help them excavate all their branded needs. So this was a major win for me, because I went to bed, was very nervous. Lord, how I'm going to pay? Good thing is, my last contract paid on time. Another person booked a consultation with me, so we're able to do that. So that was another. I was like, oh, thank you, Lord, for just showing me my value and showing me that what I'm doing is in the right track. And then to have another client say, hey, I value and I see you and I want to continue to work with you. Whenever a customer say that they buy a product or whatever, and they're a repeat customer, they're telling you that they value your service, that they want to continue to work with you when you help. So they give value to what you are doing. So that for me was a win, because I was very nervous, and despite everything else, just say, okay, Lord, I'm trusting you in that. So I share all that to say, with that win of selling that website, my whole goal for this February coming up is to probably do one more of those websites or two more, because I want to make sure I have capacity to onboard, work on the websites now that I have more time, and be able to send that website draft mock-up to the clients, so they're able to say, okay, here, I love this, can you do it for me too? So it's just going back and forth with this process, because it's a process to do that. So when you're doing brand development, if you think that your brand development will happen overnight and it will happen quickly, you're wrong. It's a process, and for my brand, it evolves over time, and I get fine-tuned over time too. And this is what I'm teaching my mentees in the mentoring group. So last week we talked about they're just looking at their visibility. They are going in and not only looking at their keywords, also going in at looking at their hashtags and their visibility and all the different platforms, the SEO, and seeing how they show up, how the customers talk to them, right? And then now when they come back on Monday, we're going to take that feedback and take that step and have them go in and let's see what adjustment we can do. Because by the time we're done with our 90-day training, they will be able to go and make sure that, okay, once someone leave a review, am I commenting back? Am I doing this? Am I doing that? So they're able to know step by step what's the next thing they need to do, right? If you're watching and you like that, drop some heart emojis in the chat. And if you have not subscribed yet and I'm adding value to you, why not just subscribe and click that button and join, or click like if you're on Facebook that you like this. Give me some hearts in the chat, right? Let me know. All right, so let's go into the wisdom. So I told you I was reading a devotional last week where we talked about the 5 behaviors of leaders who embrace change. So the first leader, and this is based on Edith Harvey, and this is from a Harvard Business Review, and it was tied to a devotional on the business app. So I did this with a couple of other people, and we were able to have a little discussions on the Bible app about that, because we know when you wake up, this this journey as a entrepreneur is really hard, and you need that guidance. And so the first thing they said is have a shared purpose. Basically, share a compelling, clear purpose. So one of the things that I love is with my intern, I'm still working on that with my team. I try to make sure that I can communicate my vision, my mission, the purpose of why I'm doing things clearly. And if there's any confusion, any lack of clarity, I try to make sure that they all can see the vision, right? Because once they can see that vision and I can communicate a clear, compelling, to share a clear, compelling purpose to them, they're able to talk to each other the right way, create content around what we're saying, the same with the same values, and also speak to our stakeholders or our customers in that way. So that first thing that I studied, this first wisdom that I've learned, and I just was reminded of, okay, as leader, I need to remember to make sure I'm communicating my wisdom or my purpose clearly to my team and to those around me. You know, some people think I only do social media. I don't do social media. I am a brand strategist, a business consultant. I help you become more productive using tools out there. And I'm able to take those tools and help you become more visible and take your brand to the next level. So, and on my team, I have people that helps me with social media strategies and marketing strategies and other strategies that would help you and propel you forward. But once you have those foundation, that will be important. The same way I'm talking about sharing a clear and compelling purpose to my team, I need to do that too. You need to also do that in your brand. When you're talking to your target market, they need to know what problem you solve. They need to know why you exist. You know, if you're unclear with your brand, if you're saying, okay, why am I not converting people? Why am I not reaching the people who have the frustration I'm looking for? Maybe we're not communicating what problem we solve, you know, clearly. And that question is like, that's going to be an ongoing debate, an ongoing process for business owners, because the more you're trying to communicate what you do, and you're trying to communicate clearly, but that's the challenging part, because once you think you're communicating clearly and you go and ask your audience, they're saying a whole different thing, or they've moved to a different platforms and their behaviors have changed. So this is where that pivot comes in and how you will pivot. So when as a leader, one part of embracing change is, as you communicate your purpose, if people are not understanding, go back and refine your purpose. Go back and refine your messaging. I'm going to go on a little bit more on, because I'm going to go a little bit over time because I had technical issue at the beginning. So if you say, hey, Marnie's about to wrap up, I'm not about to wrap up. I'm going to stay on a little bit longer. So the second thing that I was studying, and that wisdom that I took in the study that I was doing, because my whole thing this year is to do professional development, leadership development for myself, right? And for people around me, those my community. So once I find another leadership development study to do, if you want in, let me know. Hey, I want in. And this one was a 5-day one. So day 2, we talked about see opportunities. Basically, as leaders, we look ahead and see opportunities. So if you're as a leader, you can't just stay in the past. You can't just stay in the now. You got to say, okay, what is going on around me, and how can I shift what's going on around me? So usually I put polls out there, especially in my Brand Savvy group. So if you're in the Brand Savvy group, make sure you put a little shout out. If you're joining me and you're watching, make sure you put hashtag Brand Savvy so I could know that you're on. But so I always ask questions because it gives me feedback of what people are struggling with, what do they need support on, and that's where I can provide them value and know exactly what to target. I don't like wasting people time. I don't like wasting my time too, and I try to make sure that what I'm doing as much as I can add value to those around me. I know this month I have purposely like scheduled my live. I haven't done a lot of pop up, and that's been a little bit more for my mental health because when I was doing all these, oh, I need to go live, I need to go live, I need to go live, it gave me a lot of anxiety. I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to pick one day, Wednesday wisdom. I'm going to set that time and block that time so I know, okay, it gives me time to reflect. It gives me time to schedule and do whatever else I need to do. So when I come on, I can give my full attention to what I'm doing. So as leaders, not only do we have to share our purpose, we have to see opportunities. When there's opportunity to pivot, you pivot. Me, I saw the opportunity where people needed support with a website. So I was working more on branding. So I said, okay, my branding clients, do you need support with a website? I can support you with your website while we're doing your brand. So that was one of the ways we did that, right? And then the next thing is I looked about is identifying problems. So when I was doing the study, what it said is like as leaders, we don't only seek out what opportunities that's out there, but you seek out what works and not working. So you seek out what is working and you see, okay, what is not working? And when it's not working, you have to pivot. I think that part of pivoting has been hard. I had to change some stuff the way I do things because not only am I doing entrepreneurship full time, my son is homeschooled, so he's virtual schooled. So I had to, and I'm a Boy Scout leader. We had to cut back on karate because it was a little bit too much, but I'm hoping to put him back on karate because he's almost a black belt. He's one more level, so I'm hoping to get him back there. So you're making decisions. You have to make pivots based on your season. And also, and I might even mention that I'm a wife, a military spouse, so whatever my husband had to do, I had to keep that online. Oh, Michelle said, I just canceled my GoDaddy was because I was struggling to use it. Yeah, I understand. You say you just cancel your GoDaddy website because you're and that is sometimes, I had GoDaddy before, and right now I am using Wix because I understand it. I've had it so long. I spent some time. I'm a Wix partner. I went to their, I spend time developing that area of my business, and I've built a lot of websites on Wix. So this is why I offer it to my branding clients because I can do it quickly. Sometimes things are not just superpower. Like there's some stuff that I would never do on my own. I will hire out because that is not my superpower. Maybe even though I can do it, doesn't mean I should do it, right? If I'm able to have the resource to have someone do it for me quicker and faster, I will do that. So, yeah, and I'm sorry that you're struggling with your website. I know having a website is key to your visibility and it's key to your SEO. I don't know what you're using. You can let me know what you're using so I can probably see all the support. But that's one thing. Maybe that might be a quick thing I might do. I have been considering creating a template on Wix, and you can just download and just add your picture on it. But I'm still, the time hasn't allowed me to do that before. Now that I have more time, once I'm done with my current clients, I can add that on as, hey, here's a template that you can just use. So you don't get struggling because it doesn't have to be that hard. It doesn't, there's support out there for you. So, and talking about that, in my group, so when it's not, okay, before we move on to that, when something is not working and you cancel it, I say, okay, how do I pivot for that? What is easier for me to do? What would be the next step for me to do for that? Because you still have to get your visibility out there, and how can you maximize it? So think about it, process. Sometimes I will tell my clients, if you're not ready for someone to do a full website, use Canva. to create a landing page website until you're ready to connect, and you can connect your domain to that, and until you're ready to have the budget to do something bigger. And that is okay too, because you can start small, start where you are, and you're able to do it. Let's see. He says, oh, this is Michelle. Hi, Michelle. Nothing yet. I have been working on getting my forms updated, digital for my home care business. Okay, Michelle, I see that. All right, so hopefully you find something. I know in the Brand Savvy group, I know we talk about different trainings. Usually on Wednesdays, I don't do major productivity tools trainings. I just come in here and share my wins and wisdom. But that might be a good thing I can probably show you in the Brand Savvy group later on how, and maybe that can be one of the workshops that we do, or something that you can just follow along and find something that will get you by until you're able to figure out your next steps. So when I was doing the study, so I said I was doing this study that's focused on the 5 behaviors of leaders who embrace change. So the fourth one that we studied was promote innovation. So basically, promote calculated risk taking and experimentation. Just like you said, you tried GoDaddy and it was not working. At least you tried it. Failure is not a bad thing. It's a good thing. That means you found a way that did not work. So maybe going back and finding another way that works for you. You'll see that. Once you figure out the different platforms, because there's other platforms. You can try Wix. I don't like WordPress too much, but you can use that too. For me, the templates on Wix was very user friendly. If you're intuitive, if you're not tech savvy, you can have someone come in. I do have on my site, if you want just a quick website to see what I offer. It's free just to have a conversation with me on that. You're able to just have a conversation on that website development, and we can just talk about what you have and what your options are when it comes to what resources that are available to you. Whether you go with me or you go with someone else, or you go with Canva. Canva does a website. They're plain. Or if you go with Squarespace, you can use what you have until you are ready to elevate. Just try to get the money in, and get what you have. You don't have to go big yet if you're not ready to. But if you're ready to and say, hey, you know what, I'm going to invest in my business and push it forward, that's fine. So I was talking about promoting innovation. And the reason why I said that is because in my team, I empower my team to look at what we have, and if you can make it better, if you can make it work, share that innovation with the team, because we're in the business of making sure we empower and make things easier for our clients. And why not, if we find a way that's easier for ourselves, share it with our clients, right? So that is one thing I am doing for my interns. So I had 4 interns, and those interns really are grasping everything, because they're the ones who I'm going to, hey, after you understand all the concept, they're the ones who will be supporting my mentees to finish the project, because they'll be well trained under me and be able to help my mentees really quickly. The last part is the last section the wisdom that I learned for this past week, and that was yesterday's study, was foster collaboration. Looking for boundaries, expanding partnerships. So when it says fostering collaboration, basically you know who you want to partner it with and who you don't want to partner with, and knowing your boundaries of, okay, how that partnership would look like. I always think of how the disciples were. There was like the close group that was with Jesus, and then there was the 12, and then there's more, 52. There are different relationship and levels of relationships you can have. I have different communities that support me through my journey. I have those who are my core, and I have those who are my core in business, and those who are my core in spiritual matters. And having those relationships where you're able to be transparent, say, hey, I'm struggling, or I want to quit my business. and they come in and say, don't quit. You got this. You have the superpower. Don't quit. That's been helpful. One of my routines that I have been doing for a little while since, was it the last GovCon or the GovCon before that? I don't know. I think it was since April's GovCon. I have been, was it April GovCon? I don't remember. One of these GovCons, I was able to join Dr. Travis gratitude room every morning. So every morning, Monday through Friday, we wake up 8:35 Eastern. There is a room where us as business owners on Clubhouse go in and share our affirmations, share her gratitude, and it's a topic that we talked about. There's power in being in the room with people who have the same mindset as you. Because when you are in rooms with people who have the same mindset as you, they help you get through times when you have that imposter syndrome creep up. So I may have that weekend where, okay, I had a terrible weekend, things are going bad, and somehow I go in and I don't want to talk, I don't want to use my voice. And you hear a word of encouragement that gets you out of the funk that you're not in. There's times when, I had other people that encourage and other people that encourage me. So you have a place where you can celebrate your wins, learn new things, also encourage one another, and use your voice. There's a power when you wake up in the morning and the first thing you said is your affirmation. You're introducing yourself. And why that's important is because as business owners, as entrepreneurs, we have to introduce ourselves in different spaces. So going into spaces like that and being able to say, hey, my name is this is what I do, and I do this, or just say my affirmation is this, and you're able to hear it each and every day. I know last year, my affirmation was, I believe in myself. I have the ability to succeed. God is opening doors for me that no one can shut and closing doors for my protection. And that, I not only hear it out of my mouth, it resonated in my heart and my ears. So when doubt comes, I hear my voice saying that. And this year, past month, I don't know if I'm going to be changed for next month, but this month, my gratitude, and I have it right here written down on a paper. I have one paper in my room so I can see it. It says, it is time to embrace the change. I am moving in purpose and getting rid of all distraction and remaining focused. I'm prepared for the harvest. When you're saying those things of encouragement over you, no matter what's going on around you, it starts changing your mindset. It starts shifting your mindset. It starts having you focus, because I remember to myself, okay, I am not doing this by myself. My business, my family, my purpose, whatever I'm doing is a gift that I have within me that needs to be shared with the world. Nothing's going to stop me. And I'm co-creating something with the great creator God. And nothing's going to stop me. So I have things all around me that remind me of that. And now I even added my vision board right here on here. So when I come into my office, I see it here to know, what am I working on? What is my goal? So whenever somebody tries to derail me from my goal, I have it on here. I have what's on my plate over here. So all around me, I have word of encouragement over here. So I'm able to remember who I am. There's power in writing those things down. So things may be difficult. I'm going to encourage you, even though things are difficult, take it one step at a time. You got this. You got this, right? It may be hard. It may be confusing. This is why having a community around you that can help you, that can encourage you, is very important. But it's also important for you to share your struggles with others so they can know how to help you, because not everybody knows, because everybody have their own struggle. For me, the way I overcome my struggles is by helping other people, right? And part of that comes by, I have one of author or a person, one of my mentors, my mentor who don't know he's my mentor, and I think he's passed away also a long time ago, Zig Ziglar. He said, you can get anything you want in life if you help someone else get what they want in life. So as you sow that seed to others, you are able to get where you're supposed to, because you are going to reap that harvest. So I want to encourage you today. So I come on here on Wednesday, not only to encourage you, but to encourage myself that, okay, just to keep on going. So if you haven't stopped and reflect on your wins over the past week, I like doing it on Wednesdays, because Wednesday is the hump day when things seem like it's going chaotic. Look from last Thursday to now. What are some things you can celebrate? And I also I celebrate failures too, because I know, okay, that's one way that doesn't work. Let me try another way, right? So celebrate your wins, see what your failures are, and say, okay, you know what? That was a failure, but now I know that doesn't work. How can I not do it that way anymore? How can I change the way I do my things so I can be able to be successful? And then one day you'll find one way that works. My interns that I have right now, it didn't come by overnight. I just had to have an intern. This has been a 2-year process of doing things that didn't work, doing things messy, and finally finding a system that works, right? All right. I hope this was encouraging to you. If you're still watching, if you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Invite someone who needs this and share this to someone else that would need this. And if I've added any value, please give a thumbs up to know if I've added value, or put a little heart emoji in the chat. I don't know if my thing can do like little hearts thing like that, because usually, it doesn't on there. Put a heart emoji in the chat so we can know that this resonates with you, right? I'm debating if I'm going to continue this Winning Wednesdays on next month, because next month I'm going to be teaching business development workshops, all revolving around AI, on how you can elevate your brand using AI. And I hope you're able to join us for those workshops. Some of them are going to be virtual. I have one I was trying to do in person. I'm not sure how that's going right now. We're going to see, because we might have some changes to that in-person one. And that's okay. That's okay if there's changes. I don't think I don't think this is a big negative thing. I just think, okay, I'm embracing the change and I'm preparing for the harvest, right? So if you're excited about that, let me know. But next month, we're going into February. It's like the love month. But for me, February is Love Your Business Month. So you want to show your business some love, right? So we're going to be showing our business some love all next month. So stay tuned. If you're on the mailing list, stay tuned for all the different announcements of what's going on in the month of February, as we show our business some love, as we show ourselves some love, as we show other business some love, right? Okay, have a great evening. I will see you next month, because tomorrow is next month. And if we're going live on Wednesday, it will be posted, and it might be just on YouTube. I'm not sure, because I was having some issue with Facebook, but I see some people are on Facebook, so we guess it's working on Facebook. We will see what's the best platform to do it on. But I want to make sure that when we do the business development, that you're able to get the support you need, right? Michelle, thank you for joining me. I'm so glad to see you live. Those who are watching the replay, thank you so much for watching the replay. And if you made this far, thank you so much. Right? I appreciate it so much. All right, let me put my music back on. It was on the same whole entire time, but let's jam out. Bye, everybody.